And now we are going to get ready. So I want you to know that we've got Team Porch Talk here. So Stacey's going to be with us for the first hour. She's going to hang on in here with us. She's going to tell you about our keynote speakers, the timing and everything. Camille is going to tell you all about the chat. So Camille, take it away.
Hello, ladies. Look how beautiful you look. Hello, 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 and welcome. So with all the excitement, I know you guys are going to have questions, but what I want you to do, focus on the chat. Put all your information in the chat. Every question you have, put it in the chat. Once the floor come open, then Dr. Dorothy will answer whatever question you have. So for right now, I want you to take all your information and put it in the chat. And if you're not speaking, do me a huge favor, please put your mic on mute so you won't disturb the other speakers, okay? And we are going to have us a fabulous time. So let's go.
A fabulous time. Okay, Stacey Paley, take it away.
What an exciting day. Another event with Dorothy and becoming a woman of influence. It is so great to see you all. We have an amazing day ahead. We have keynote speakers, and each keynote speaker has 15 minutes, and each panel speaker has 5 minutes. And of course, we have networking. We are very excited to be here. Thank you, Pastor Dorothy Ross.
You are so welcome. I want to get a chance to kind of share with you our first speaker that's going to be coming up today is going to be the gorgeous Dr. Kelly Gurley. I'm telling you, you guys are really set in place. Sometimes I can't believe just how gorgeous you guys are and fabulous you guys are. But I do want to just say for a minute, I want to thank each and every one of you ladies for coming to this event, taking out from your afternoon to be with us. So I want to play something for you. I'm going to share with you my screen and just kind of share with you for a quick maybe 60 seconds or so. So let me move some stuff out of the way so that you guys, I want to make sure that you can see whatever needs to be seen. Get my floating things out of the way. Let me do a presentation, and it's just for a quick hot second. So here we go. right, all right. I just wanted to share that with you. Look, I put a lot of work into that. It wasn't easy. So, I just want to show what I got and what I'm doing over here, okay? So, we are going to get started with Dr. Kelly Gurley. I'm not reading bios or anything, but I just want to show you who everyone is. You will have a chance to go back over their bios when you get the replay and everything. All of this will be in there for you to go back and look over. They'll get a chance to tell you a little bit about themselves and what is happening. So I am going to spotlight you, young lady, and Dr. Kelly, you can take it away.
All right, can you see the slides?
I can, yeah.
So first, I just wanted to thank you, Pastor Dorothy, Dr. Pastor Dorothy, for just putting these things together, bringing women together, creating situations where we ourselves get to learn from each other, because we have these incredible, beautiful minds that are out there. We are gifted and talented and spiritually blessed in so many ways. And it's so wonderful to have these platforms. So I just wanted to first just give you the kudos that's due. So let me move forward a little bit so I can talk about myself, which we all love to do, right? So I'm a TEDx international speaker. I have several books that are out as well. My main business though is helping in coaching women to empower them into tapping into their limitless potential, because I really believe when we do that, we can live that life that's complemented by the things we have to do to pay the bills, right? The professional world, as well as the things that we want to do and build that passion. My company is called ISO Life Coaching. And what I just wanted to share quickly is ISO really stands for I serve others, because that's how I live my life. I really believe in being part of that whole and adding to that whole. So getting in today, I want you to put yourself back in this mental situation, in a place in time in your life where you felt that you could not achieve something, where you felt that there was something that felt impossible for you to get through. Now, the spin on this situation is the memory I want you to bring up is one where you actually got through it, one where you won and didn't think you could, one where you succeeded and didn't think you could, one where you achieved a dream and didn't think you could. And I want you to remember that moment of how you felt when you had your doubts on your success. So you created the walls around your life, and then you were able to break it down. That's the moment I want you to feel right now. I want you to go to that moment. For me, it was when I first came to the US and I had my 2 suitcases back in the 90s. And I'm like, I have no idea how I'm gonna figure it out. And I remember living in New York and getting trapped in a train, because I'm from a polite culture. In Trinidad, we party, we have fun, we love each other. You say, excuse me, you wanna get by. If you're in a train in New York and you say, excuse me, good luck, like you gotta get off the train. I remember being in this situation where I was just inundated with people and couldn't figure out how I was gonna make this work. And it was so different than how I lived in my country. And I did miss a couple of stops a couple times until I had to figure out, I have to change the way I think to be successful here. So I can stay here and say, Mom, I'm coming back. I can't do it. Or I can figure out how to get off that train. And that's such a simple example, but I can tell you it's a moment in my life that showed me that I had the power to change the way I thought. Because nobody in the train is looking to help me get off the train. I had to do that. I had to create that myself. So I always go back to that moment when I'm having a hard time. And what I love here, and I'm not sure if you can see this, I love lions. Lions are my favorite. Like, I love them. They're fearless. They just go after what they want. I love them. So I'm really excited with this slide. But when you think about resilience, Oxford Dictionary says it's the capacity to recover quickly from difficulties and toughness. And that's such a critical piece. And how do we do that? Well, you do it by remembering the times that you did it. So that's why I wanted you to remember this time that you felt incapable, but then you became capable, that you felt you couldn't succeed, but then you succeeded, because that's the piece that makes the difference. Now let's talk a little bit about mental models, right? I really believe, and science has shown, that we can create new ways of thinking no matter how old we get. So they all, they're saying you can't teach old dogs new tricks. Lies, 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 lies. You can teach them anything. They can learn anything at any age. So can you. But you have to work harder, because you're not at the age where you don't have an empty spot, right? Especially as you get older, you have more and more experiences that are in your head that have taught you how to feel, how to react, how to deal with a situation, whether you should be afraid of something or you don't have to be afraid. Those are things that you learn along the way. So when you have to recreate the way you think, you now have to spend the time, the harder levels of effort, telling yourself how to think, telling yourself how to behave, stopping yourself from creating walls around your own success. Because it's amazing how much we tell ourselves that we can't. And I tell people that to me is the two words that I would love to just remove as things that are next to each other in a sentence. I can't is not something we should ever say, except if you're saying I can't fly and you're thinking of jumping off a building. Don't jump off that building because you probably can't fly. You need wings for that. But you do believe in yourself and believe that you can do anything. And I found that this acrostic, I use this in my personal life to help me work through creating a new mental model. If I'm in a situation where I don't feel I could do something, or I feel like something's going to be challenging, or I'm dealing sometimes with even grief and loss. I mean, there's just been a lot going on the last couple of years, and then you just feel like, I don't know if I can get through this. I start with my find resilience is how I look at it. So the find, I've broken down the find, and my N word is resilience. So I focus on the facts. What are the facts about the situation? What about the situation am I able to do? And what about the situation am I able not to do? The things that you're able not to do, is there ways that you can get help? Because yes, we feel we can do everything on our own. But if we were able to, we have 7 million people on the planet. We'll have 7 million planets, and each one of us would be on our own planet. But no, the universe put us all together. So sometimes, I'm just saying, be humble enough to know that you need a little help, and it's okay. Because you have brothers and sisters out there that want to help you, but they don't know, because they see you being this strong person that can handle everything. So sometimes it is that we don't even reflect the way we're truly feeling, so nobody reaches out. When you're in that need, it's because you're not asking, and they know that you're capable. You're in your own self-doubt, but that's all in your head. It's not all the time what other people see about you. The other piece, after you focus on the facts, is to increase your awareness of the situation, right? Sometimes it is us figuring out, is it something I'm feeling because of an old mental model? Maybe something happened to me years ago and I dealt with it a certain way, and now I'm repeating that because that's what I know and that's how I deal with things. Is it that I was learned, like I saw it in adults when I was younger, and this is learned behavior? Is it that I'm just in a place where maybe I don't have enough information, so it feels scary and it feels like I'm not capable of doing it? So being able to dissect it in your mind helps, because if you're able to think through something and get awareness on something, you're going to find that you're less afraid of it, because now it's something that you're understanding. Our lack of understanding sometimes of a situation creates an incredible burden, and it can create a lot of fear, which does what? Puts the walls up around our success. Not allowing doubt to set in. All right, ladies, so we know this is something that floats around in your head every day, right? There's so many studies done on high functioning, high achieving, very successful women. And there is this mental model where we still question ourselves, right? And it's because it's kind of built into our DNA to question, because we never feel anything's good enough. There is just this imposter syndrome that a lot of us face because things were said to us as kids, right? There's things that you see, things that you feel there as you grow up in life. There are things that create these ways that you think about yourself. And you sometimes feel like, oh no, they don't know, but I really don't know this. I'm just gonna wing it, see what happens. It's like, but you actually do know it. There are times where you, I'm sure in your life that you realize you did something that you didn't think you could. And then when you thought back about it, you're like, that really wasn't that bad because you knew it. But you were the one sitting in your own self-doubt, and self-doubt can be an incredibly harmful thing. It is the thing that stands in our way from our success. And this entire series that Dr. Pastor Dorothy put together is becoming this woman of influence, and you have to first believe in you. You cannot influence anybody else if you don't believe it, because then you're an imposter. So you have to believe it. You have to believe that you have the ability to choose your path, no matter what it feels like. You have to believe you have the ability to create the success in your life. I tell people all the time, when a door closes, find another one. When that closes, find a window. When the window closes, get a drill and start getting through a wall, because it doesn't matter when you get there, it matters how. And you get there strong and you get there brave, and you will have the success on the other side. Decide to do better is the last piece. And this piece really is you knowing, I don't have to fail. I can achieve what I want. And I'm not gonna let my own mind get in the way. And I'm not gonna let the people around me that potentially bring negative energy get in the way. I am going to be the person that is in charge of my destiny. I'm not gonna let it be decided. So I'm gonna know better and I'm gonna do better. And that's how I frame myself every day. Whenever I'm having those days that's just tough and I'm struggling through, or I have my own self-doubt, I come right back to this. I have this written on a sticky note and it's next to my bedside, because that's how often I have my own self-doubt. But it's okay to have it. It's just not okay to let it get in your way for what you need to achieve. It's more about managing that model. So it comes back to us putting ourselves in that place where that thing we thought we couldn't do, and that thing we thought we couldn't achieve, we did. And remember that how that felt. And when you're struggling again in a new situation and you're afraid and it just feels overwhelming, go back and remember that, I created success in this other situation. I found the strength this other time. I was able to do the thing I didn't think I can do in my life. I am an unstoppable force. Why would I think this new thing is going to be something that I can't achieve? So you have to remember that. That's the piece today that I just wanted to make sure you guys hear and that you got to feel it, because it's so important to me. And one of the things I love to tell my clients as a coach, and I always do this in my talks because I want us to remember that the way you think can either limit you or it can allow you to be limitless. You get to choose. Nobody else does this for you. You get to decide if you're going to build walls or you're going to break them down in your own life. I have several books that are out there. If you're in a place where you're struggling through change, my Empower to Change book really walks you through. There's a lot of things about creating the mental models and breaking those barriers in your own mind that I do think is helpful. And then I have books as well for leaders and people that are leading teams. But I wanted to leave you with that, back to that statement, is that you have this power. That's the way I want you to see yourself. And the next time you face a challenge, be the lioness in your own life. And remember that you should and can live a limitless life. I love you all. I appreciate you all. Continue to bring your shine every day, and the world will follow. Thank you so much.
All I can say is, wow, that was just awesome. Awesome. Thank you so much for that. And I do understand that last slide you put up, because I remember I was talking to you when you were here in Chicago about something that I wanted to do, and I really had limited thinking on it. But as we talked and you began to share some things with me, I was like, wait a minute, I can't do that. I can't. So the I can't went out of the door. So I'm telling you guys, connect with Dr. Kelly. If you need any help at all, just figuring out what it is I need to do. How do I keep moving forward? She is absolutely great at walking you through the process. Thank you again. So our next speaker up is, who's up, Stacy? Audrey. Audrey is coming up next. So Audrey, Stacy is going to put the timer on you, okay?
I have
And
5 minutes.
you got 5 minutes, darling. So let's do this thing, as they say.
We're going to.
All right.
Okay. Tell me when we start.
You can start.
Let's start.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, or however anybody identifies, being all inclusive. Thank you that we're all here. It is an honor, an honor. So I'm going to say a little something about myself first, and then I'm going to have us do an experience called the lifting process. So when I started to decide, I'm a healer, I'm an energy healer, I'm a frequency shifter. It's all written in the chat. I'm that woman, okay? Some people are calling me the transformational goddess of light. We all are. I've got that label now. And when I first started, well, I am a being of light. We all are. So I'm owning it. Goddess, you better know it. Got estrogen, even however it's functioning. So yeah, that's the truth. So when I first started to do online courses, I've done live courses on and off for years and years and years. One of the women that I was speaking with said, what's the first thing you need to do to really be on a growth path? I said, you need to love yourself. And a lot of people will say, I love myself. And then I'll ask questions. And so I created the Morph course, Morph into the magic of self-love, soul, essence, self, and ego, personality, self. All the information is in the chat. What I'm going to do for us here now, and hopefully it'll be within 5 minutes, is give us an experience. So please follow along and do what I ask you to do so that you have that. We're going to do the lifting process. My guides gave this to me in 1995, give or take, so that we can, oh no, I learned this when I was studying with Patricia Hayes. That was way before then, okay? That was my, God, that was over 40 years ago. So sit comfortably. If anything is tight and you can loosen it or so, I know we're on video, okay, do so. I'm going to momentarily take this flower, which I love, off because it stops my energy, including these earrings. I'm going to send energy. I'm a healer, and then we're going to do something to shift frequency. We are all made of energy. So sit comfortably. Allow yourself to open to the living light of creation, whatever your language might be, whatever your path might be. This is for anyone. Fill yourself with the living light of the Creator, whatever your words may be. Know that you're blessed. I'm going to lift my energy to help you do that. Fill with the living light of God, of Goddess, of Source, of Allah, of Great Spirit. Let it open your heart. Let it fill all your DNA. Let it fill your muscles, your bones, your minds. And as you're filled with the golden white light of creation, allow yourself to get higher and higher, lighter and lighter, freer and freer. You're getting higher, lighter, and freer. Higher, higher, lighter, freer. Filling with the living light of creation, of Yeshua, Oshun, Ludamare, whatever your path is, Ein Sof. And as you fill with this light, send it to every aspect of your being, every aspect of your life. You can move it through time. You may bless those you love. You may ask those and send it to those you would prefer grow. Put it around them, not on them, because you need permission. Float around in this energy. Know you can do this at any time. Bless yourself. Give thanks for your life. Give thanks for your opportunity to be here on earth at this transformational, amazing time that we are living. This is actually a time of miracles, a time of massive transformation. Again, fill yourself with light. Call on Goddess, God, Source, Jesus, whatever your language is. Fill yourself. Sit quietly. And as you feel ready, very, very, very gently, slowly begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. Slowly begin to move your hands on your wrists, your feet on your ankles. Gently begin to pat your body. Slowly, slowly, gently move your body. And slowly move your head on your neck. And when you feel ready, if you choose to do so, you may open your eyes. You will see the lifting process on my website, Audrey Now. You can find me anywhere on the internet, Audrey Now, AudreyNow.com is the website. AudreyNow.com/morph is morph into the magic of self-love. AudreyNow.com/ism is ism freedom. Be free of the causes and effects of racism, sexism, and other isms. And Audrey.com/sex is sexuality, sensuality, spirituality, stupendous sex, your intimacy, healing, exuberance course. Do I have any more time? Am I complete? I have more time?
No,
Yeah,
you are
no.
complete.
I am, ladies, everyone, thank you.
Thank you, Audrey. Thank you. in doing that exercise, my neighbor is ill and in the hospital. So I kind of transferred that energy over to her, and I saw that energy lifting her up and surrounding her so that she may be healed. So thank you for that.
You.
I love it. I love it. So if anyone has a presentation that they're going to show, let me know, and I will make you a co-host, so that I don't know if Shirley or any Lotus or any of them. I think Lotus has a presentation, so I'll make her co-host as well. Shirley, do you have a presentation, or are you just talking? Okay, no presentation. Okay. All right. What about you, Betsy or Terry or Alexandra? Okay, just talking. Okay,
Yeah,
great.
just
All right.
talking. Yeah.
All right. Well, guess what? Girlfriend I got a one that I'm gonna show you. I have a presentation that I want to show you. So I've got to go in here and shift it over to make sure that you can see it and get on the right page. Set it up, and I am going to share. So let me know if you can see my screen.
Yes.
Looks
Beautiful.
good, Dorothy.
All right,
Beautiful.
thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so here's the thing about becoming a woman of influence. I want to let you know that it doesn't make a difference who you are, where you come from, what your background is, doesn't make a difference. Understanding how to influence other women on purpose would happen if every woman decided to make a life-changing impact on at least 12 women in her lifetime. Now, not a year, but in your lifetime. The results will be so remarkable. Why? Because it's transferable. Your influence on other people is transferable onto someone else. And I can tell you that there are so many women that I've been connected to that their influence has definitely changed me and changed the direction that I'm going in, or the things that I'm doing. One, I always give kudos to Pat Rogers for the things that she has done and taught me how to do along the way. Okay, so her influence has made a great impact on my life when it comes to doing these different type of events. It started out with just one, and sometimes I do 7, 8 events per year because of the influence that she has put into my life. Women have the power to influence individuals from a wide variety of backgrounds. Also, to see each woman's potential that they can become, and they can be inspired and learn from the right people. Do you know that we actually can be influenced by the wrong people, take the wrong path? And a lot of times it's not because people want to actually do it, it's they really just miss the mark. As a pastor, I have to be very careful as to who influence my life, okay? Because my job is to influence and raise up other people. And please do me a favor. If you're not talking, please mute yourself. While it's thrilling to see the current energy and excitement around women, the reality is women have been practicing doing amazing things and making global contribution for years. Becoming looks like this: positive change, inspiring actions, conquering difficult issues, and moving communities forward. So you're not just standing still. That's not what it's all about, okay? It's about you doing something. And this is our lineup for becoming a woman of influence. Dr. Lotus Rich, Shirley Murphy, Dr. Kelly Gurley, you've already heard. Montrella Caldwell is not going to be here today, so I'm filling in for her. Terry Lynn Phillips, Audrey, Arby, Betsy Miller, Alexander V. Horn, and of course, the Porch Talk Live team. Okay. I'm always excited about them because I just even watching some of the things that they do is influencing my life as well. The women with influence, the mojo to become a woman of influence comes from within. Be reminded, we all have the power to influence those around us for good, bad, or indifference. You're influencing someone even at this very moment. Someone's watching you, listening to you, and following you. You have influence, whether it's in your kids, co-workers, spouses, friends, or women in your Bible study, or it could be someone in line at the grocery store. Have you ever been in the grocery line and began to talk to someone and they really got interested in what it was that you were sharing? Here is no greater joy than knowing you have impacted and helped others to shape the image of who they want to become. A vision of influence is when you help a woman know who she is. The light on the inside begins to shine and a new journey comes into view. It's also about mission of possibilities. Real influencers know how to nurture the potential in others to fulfill their purpose. And I definitely believe that. The influenced woman follows the example to mold her mind and heart to demonstrate the truth of what she has heard. One of the principles is storytelling. A woman of influence tells stories to create readiness, to nudge towards insight, to capture attention. And we know that stories have taught the unknown through the known. How many times you've heard a story and you said, oh my God, I didn't know that. Well, now you do. Another principle is asking questions. That's what a woman of influence, becoming a woman of influence does. An opportunity comes along where she can voice a request and verbalize a belief that brings the answer, one step towards becoming what she sees for herself. So we do have to ask questions sometimes. Who am I? What am I doing? Where do I want to go? And it's a question that we don't necessarily have to ask others. We need to ask ourselves those questions and then wait for the answer. Another thing that becoming a woman of influence does, another principle, is execution. Genuine compassion is powerful and affects those who receive, give, and observe. We must be women who pour our lives and heart into other women. So this practice stays alive for others to see and for others to do. So share your story. Becoming a woman of influence is a choice. And once you've made that choice, it becomes a lifestyle. Don't be afraid to push yourself. Sometimes the only helping hand you need to get started is at the end of your own arm. Be a willing learner. Women of influence always want to know more, read more, and to smarten up on what they don't want to learn, but need. They need to partner up. Take the initiative to advance. Become a life planner. Put images around your work desk of what you want to achieve and write goals of how you're going to get there. You have to be able to inspire your future. And that's what women becoming do all the time. These women are becoming, have impacted business women, artists, activists, entrepreneurs, actresses, athletes, authors, and others. We discovered that for these women, the quality and influence they exhibit didn't just happen when they were working towards a cause. These qualities were always present. They exhibited and defined how they move through the world daily. Of course, no one is all that all of the time, yet there is a common theme in the way that women do life and live for others. The quality that makes them becoming women of influence are as much about who they are as it is what they do. So I want to thank you so much for your time. And I believe that we're all women of influence. Like I say, we're all taking the time out to influence everyone, not only by what we say, but by the air that we present ourselves in and in the things that we do. Thank you, ladies. Thank you. So up next, who we got on the roster coming up next? I do believe we got Betsy Miller. Woo!
Hello, hello. Oh my gosh, this is wonderful. I'm so happy to be here with all you lovely ladies. Every single thing that everyone has said so far has touched on something that I've been struggling with or rolling around in, this past week. So just to be with other women who have been where I've been, and you're figuring out ways to overcome those things, even our own self-doubts, or the people that, people in the back, peanut gallery, it's just so wonderful. So when I started my business, I had this massive dream. I love helping people. I love making people feel good. I love to, most of my friends come to me if they want advice on something, and it's never unsolicited. I always ask, do you want me to tell you? But everyone knows too, I'm gonna tell them the truth. So don't ask me if you don't want to know the truth, because I'm gonna give it to you straight. But I was thinking about when I started my business, I had no idea what I was doing. And as Pastor Dorothy and Rita and Terry Lynn and Alexandra can tell you, and Pat Rogers can tell you, in WPN, I said several times, I'm so new to this, so I don't know what I'm doing, but I was making an influence, and I was making changes and having an influence on all the people that were joining me. And I started to see all this stuff. And now I'm like, what is it that I have to overcome some of these things? I had no general education. I had no formal education, just general high school. I had my cosmetology license, but that expired 20 something years ago. I am a stay-at-home mom. But I wanted something, I wanted a business, and I wanted to do something. I wanted to make a difference in this world and leave an impact, and so I had to overcome or persevere through these things, not having this formal education or this business degree or whatever, but that's not going to stop me from doing the things that I want to do. So I looked up the definition of perseverance, and it's persistence in doing something despite difficulty or delay in achieving success. And I think for all of us, we all want our businesses to be successful, like right now. But it takes time, and you have to follow along certain systems and certain pathways. You never know what God's going to put in front of you, who he's going to put in front of you, that's going to be that thing that makes your business or everything that you've been doing just take off and go. So I just would encourage everyone listening, and anyone who feels like, you don't have anything to offer, or you can't do this, or you can't do that because maybe somebody, look at the people that can, and look at the people that have. If one person has done it, then you can do it too. And nobody in history that did anything great ever quit. They kept going. They persevered, and you can do that too. That's all I have. I'm very quick. I'm very, very short.
Very quick, but powerful. So tell everybody what just quickly what you got started doing.
So I got started in, ready for the eye roll, an MLM, but I changed that to Making Life Matter. That is I've changed that, and I'm writing a book now called Making Life Matter, You're Worth the Risk, because most of us stick to the grind. You know, we work for somebody else, making somebody else's dreams come true. And in direct sales, you know, you have the ability to choose how much money you make, and you have the ability to choose where you go with your business. And so with the right product, the right systems, you can, you know, sky's the limit. Absolutely. So I became an independent consultant with Rodan and Field Skincare in 2020, February 14th of 2020. And yeah, I have seen much success. And now it's my mission to bring great skincare and this opportunity to anyone who is looking for something just a little bit different, or looking for a shoe fund, or, you know, vacation fund, skincare fund, whatever. If you want extra money, come see me.
Thank you so much for that. Our next speaker up is Shirley Murphy. Come on down.
All right, all right, all right. Wow, it has been amazing listening to these powerful ladies, you know, with powerful points, you know, and how we can be women of influence positively. So I want to say a very thank you to Pastor Dorothy Ross for being a positive example, influencing women around her. In fact, she is a mother worthy of emulation. So thank you very much for being the amazing you. So once again, I just want to say, women on this platform, you are amazing. And I know there's so much that has, you know, passed through our ears and into our heart as well. But let's get ready to ensure that we come out to become better than we came in. So to become a woman of influence, you must be ready to discover you, get focused, and of course, begin to impact. And that's what I'll be talking about. So I'm going to share a bit about my journey and how self and purpose discovery is key to helping everyone, helping women influence your world, remaining focused on your journey, and of course, being very intentional about impacting positively into the lives of others. Pastor Dorothy has mentioned powerful points already to us, but I just want to buttress on all that she has said. As women, we all have the power to influence others positively, whether you are trained or not. You know, as a mother, the responsibility of molding, shaping our children in their character, their behavior, and of course, good morals have been tailored in us by God. That's what I believe. So, and of course, women are the most amazing creature that God has, you know, made. From being homemaker to a successful business entrepreneur, mentor, a wife, a sister, we begin to name them. And we are all influencing the world with extraordinary skills of multitasking and of course being super moms all the time. We just want to handle everything by ourselves. So, but this will not happen if you fail to discover you. So the journey to becoming a woman of influence begins with first understanding who you are, who God has created you to be, and how he wants you to make a difference. Who are the set of people that he has called you to address? Because he cannot just call you to serve everybody. There must be a particular, you know, area that he wants you to effectively work. So when you understand who you are, it will help you to become more focused on executing your duty or your assignment. And of course, when I talk about understanding who you are, I'm not talking about the position you occupy in your office or whatever. I'm a CEO of this, I'm CEO of that. No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about those things that you are passionate about, what excites you. There may be dreams that we all believe deep down in our souls that we have and that we can make a difference. And of course, touch others specially and make the world a better place. But all of this starts and ends with you until you take action and stay on that journey. Your dreams may seem to be mere wishes, and which is what, you know, is what we don't want. And I remember when it dawned on me that I wanted to make a difference, I had to get down to ask God, what more did you create me for? Because I just had this feeling that there is so much more in me. After starting a career as a journalist and of course subsequently started publishing magazine, it was good enough to so many people. They may say, Shirley, what are you looking for? But you must be able to make a difference that has never been done in your lineage. Before you can do that, you must be uncomfortable with good enough. Let not good enough be good enough. Seek for more and you will find more. Research has it that no human has ever used half of his or her potential that God has deposited in us, meaning that the rest are lying on tap because so many people choose to become too comfortable at their comfort zones. We sometimes see the quality of life that we desire and deserve, yet for so many of us, those dreams have become shredded with their frustrations, routines of daily life. We say life happens and everything happens. But for many, the dreams, they get dissipated and many have lost that sense of certainty that creates the winner's age. But my quest is to help people restore their dream, make it real, get people, especially women and girls, to tap into their power that is lying on tap, the potential of their power that is lying on tap. So the power to become unstoppable, make impacts positively in the sands of time starts with you. And of course, it ends with you. For me, I wanted to give more to this world. I wanted to make a difference that could help me and others shape our destinies. I've shared a number of times at different platforms about my journey, how I started, as at a very young age, about 11 or thereabouts. I want to remember now, where I would just pick a dirty newspaper. I never knew who was the owner of the paper. I was very young and I couldn't even read fluently. I'll just position myself on a table, when I'm less busy, and I'll start doing like this. I never knew what I was saying. But for me, I felt I was reading and I was mimicking the newscasters, because each time I watch them on television, I get so thrilled with, with what they were doing. So for me, that was a pointer. And it showed a path that I needed to go. And of course, as I went through school into university, the dream of working in a media house came calling, and I went to study mass communication. And in the process, from there, while I was in school writing my final exams, I just told myself I want to own a media house, a publishing house. And after my exams, I just went to a neighbor that was working in a media house then, in a magazine house. And I told him, I finished school, so I want to start a magazine. And he said, oh, just like that. I said, yes, because I'm this kind of person that whatever I need, I want it done now. I don't like waste of time. I just get it. I want it now. So, the guy gave me a candid advice, which as at that time, I felt, oh, no, what you're telling me is not what I want now, because I want you to tell me that we can start now with no experience, with nothing. So, but that was what I ended up doing. He told me and advised me to go work in a media house. And of course, if it's magazine I want to do, I should work in a magazine house so I can learn the process. I can know how things are being done. I wanted him to, tell me that we can start now. So when I say you can start things even without any experience, because for me, I started without experience, but that does not connote that you do not seek mentorship or you do not get a coach. You need to seek mentorship and of course get a coach and be able to work and do the right things at the right time. So I started working in a media house. I learned, and I was virtually the one doing everything. Even the owner of the magazine wasn't doing anything. So I was known as the owner of the magazine. So at the end of the day, even from there, working in a newspaper without a pay, I had to come back to my basis to start publishing. And I did the first one, I did the second one, and that was how the journey started. So ultimately, in discovering your purpose as a woman of influence in the making, you have to feel your potential. Remember that a diamond comes out shiny by rubbing it in the coal. Likewise, you need to shine your light by publishing or polishing your skills or igniting the flames of your passion. So now the next point, I just want to take a fast about it, the focus. For you to become an influential person, influencing the next person positively, you must believe in what you carry. That is where self-confidence comes in. Confidence is a needed virtue for a greater life of success. Confidence delivers a powerful, image on people. So many people have a tough time embracing who they are. So before you can become an outstanding leader, you must first lead yourself. You do so by strengthening your willpower and, of course, your self-discipline. No matter what happens, you tell yourself, I'm going to get to the destination. Nothing stopping you, nothing holding you back. And that's why I give an example of a driver, a typical driver that sets on the road and is determined to get to where he's going, no matter what is on the road. There are a lot of challenges in becoming a woman of influence. Challenges are inevitable, whether you like it or not. God himself knew that you will always meet with challenges. And that's why he said, when you pass through the fire, when you pass through the waters, he'll be with you. So, and that fire connotes in real life experience, frustrations, rejections, you begin to name it. And I tell people I'm one person that have faced challenges, rejections back to back since I started my journey as a publisher. I've had, in fact, I can't begin to go into that, but I never gave up. Instead, I use it to encourage people that those rejections is to remind you that you need to focus on the God who has called you into assignment. You have rejections or see it as rejections because you are trying to depend on people to accept you, instead of holding on to God that has accepted you before you were born and called you into the assignment. So you need to believe and depend on him entirely. The easiest way to success is by identifying your purpose and taking action. Only persons who travel with you all through the journey of life is you, from the cradle to the grave. So the next point is you have to become a risk taker. I have taken risk on different levels and it always lands in success. If you acquire something, you must acquire something, but you must be ready to take a risk. No one can become an influencer by playing on the safe side. You must follow the rule. Leave your failures on the doormat and push forward on a confident level. And again, accept criticism. I love this point because it is what has really made me become who I am today. Learn the act of using the words of criticism as a tool for your growth. Don't, because we always get comfortable when people give us positive feedbacks and you're not ready to take the negative. You should take it and, of course, learn from it. So, and of course, my final point, making impact. How do you make impact? You have to stay true to who you are and know that before you can impact your world positively, and of course, people around you must be ready and prepared to offer something new. It must be something that nobody is giving. It may simply be you paying attention to other people that other people, will think is a big deal. Something other people find difficult. Be very dogged, caring for others, and of course, encouraging others to become better, giving others the opportunity to rise and of course, succeed through you, accommodating others even when they have mistakes, because you must not forget that you also started from somewhere. You had your mistakes, you started somehow, you started without any experience, you had, self-doubt and all of that. So you must understand that with people and give them the opportunity to also rise. Put up positive attitude always, supporting others to be who they want to be. And of course, never stop learning. There is no limit to learning. Life is a book, on its own that has never stopped, opening up lessons for us. You will never always have pages to flip, and as you flip through, better you becomes, in the open, where people will begin to learn more about who you are and what you're doing. An influencer can be one who knows how to help people with expertise. So now, create a path and leave a trail. You can't, meet me on the same path. I bring something new always. If you must achieve something very positive and outstanding, learn how to walk alone. Rely on yourself and become your own hero. Don't yourself, be your own, strength, because there are times where people that you want to depend on will no longer be there. So what happens? You need to believe in who you are, believe in what you carry, and that's your journey to become your influential woman impacting the world comes to be. So thank you so very much.
Thank you so much, Shirley. I was thinking about some things as you was talking, and actually two verses came to mind out of what you were saying, Jeremiah 29:11 and Habakkuk 2:3. And Jeremiah 29:11 basically says that God knows the future that he has for you and what he's called for. And that reminded me of what you said about not knowing who you are. If you take the time to sit still long enough to ask God, sit at his feet, ask him, who am I? Ask him what your purpose is, what it is that you're here to do. He will tell you. But then Habakkuk 2:3 says you got to wait on it. You got to sit and you got to wait on it. Okay. It may delay, but it doesn't mean that it's not coming. It just means to me when I'm consulting God trying to find out something and it's not coming as quickly as I want it to come, I know that he's preparing something, especially if he hasn't said no. He's preparing some other things ahead in order to make sure that, guess what? I get exactly what I need at the moment I need it. So it comes down to he may not come when you call him, but guess what? He is always, always on time. So thank you for that word. I mean, it was awesome, awesome. All right. So our next speaker is Alexandra Van Horn. Where you at? Where you at?
Yeah. Hello, hello. Can you see me?
I can see you.
Oh, so thank you. It's such a pleasure to be here, and I'm loving the energy. I just feel like I'm soaking it all in. I love it. I love it. So this is great. So my message is about the power of our words, and we are such powerful beings, but I did not always know this. There was a time back in 1988 that I did not understand how powerful we really are with the power of our thoughts and words. And I was just beginning to study the power of the mind and meditation and spirituality. I was raised in a traditional church, but it was, there was one thing about learning it in Sunday school and another thing about living it and breathing it. It was like, putting the book down and using it. So I was just beginning to study that. And at the time, my three sons were little. My youngest was not walking yet. He was in one of those little children's walkers, so that he was scooting around the house in this thing. And my two older sons, who were 3 and 5 at the time, we had a house with a basement, and they kept on going down the basement stairs to play and leaving the door open. And I kept saying, not realizing that I had power within me to really make a difference with my words alone. And I kept saying, one of these days he's going to go down those stairs. One of these days he's going to go down those stairs. And now the day before this event happened, this event that I'm going to tell you about, we were expecting company. And my older sons were playing with a mattress from like a rollaway cot. It was this 3-inch thick mattress. And we were getting company, and I was in a rush, trying to clean up. And rather than bringing the mattress upstairs where it belonged, I tossed it down the basement stairs. And the next day, after, company came and went, and the next day I'm in the kitchen and I hear all of a sudden, ba-boom, ba-boom, ba-boom. And my youngest son was going down the basement stairs in his walker. And luckily he landed on the mattress. And I cannot even imagine, it was a cement floor. There was bare cement at the bottom of these wooden stairs. So thank God. Do I believe in angels? Do I believe in Holy Spirit? I believe they were all working overtime to teach me a lesson. I believe we were being protected, and they helped me learn the lesson. I became immediately aware of how powerful our thoughts and words are and how creative they are. And then I really had to pay careful attention to using my thoughts and words carefully. From that moment on, I was a changed person. I became so vigilant of my thoughts and words, and I used my learning to craft a life that I would love, eventually fulfilling dreams of travel, a home, a beautiful horse, moving to Florida. All of this came from thoughts spoken and written down. In fact, at one time I was selling the house that we were living in, and I wrote down 2 numbers that I expected the house to sell at, like the minimum and the maximum. And the sale price came in like exactly in the middle of those two numbers. So everything, the universe or God is so literal. So it really is powerful. But it wasn't always easy. It wasn't always easy. My, like I say, old habits, limited thinking die hard. And I did become a widow 3 years later at 36 when my sons were 4, 6, and 8. And the challenges sure seemed harder. The mountains seemed a lot steeper. And raising my 3 sons on my own, I put that in quotes because I do know from experience we're never really alone. And I used to liken it to trying to ride a bicycle. You know, when you were a kid, did you try to ride a bicycle with only one pedal? It doesn't work. You can't do it, right? You have to have one foot on each side for balance. Well, that's what it felt like raising 3 sons by myself. And I would think, there's no way I'm going to be able to do this, but I got through it. Positive thinking. There were times when my head was spinning with the demands of trying to figure out how to get my 3 boys to various activities. And when I literally would stop, I'd walk away from the chaos. They'd be standing in the driveway. They had to go, they're older now. And I would just literally walk away. I'd go up into my bathroom. I would shut the lid on the toilet. I would sit down and meditate. Okay, God, give me some guidance here. And, they'd stand in the driveway. I'd go, oh no, she's got to go meditate. But it worked. Then I'd get some clarity and boom, then I'd be able to come downstairs, go back outside and say, okay. And I would know how to do it, whether it be to call another mom, to do some carpooling or whatever it would work out. So I was always aware, there was always trial and error, but I was always aware that my thoughts and words were creative and that there was unseen help. And that never left me. I eventually went on to seminary and ordinations and ministry and life coaching. My mission since that life-changing event in 1988 has been to lead others to deliberately create their lives through my coaching and workshops. And that is my true fulfillment. That's where my life is about, compassion. I can see where people are at. And if I can get in there and help them, that's a thrill for me. So remember, you are very powerful. We are all powerful. And whether you realize it or not, just like I was creating with my words powerfully prior to my son falling down the stairs, now I choose how to use my power for the life that I want. And that's why I want to support you and share this message of using your thoughts, your words, your power for what you really want, rather than defaulting to what you don't want. So this has been a real pleasure. I have a link that I'm putting in the chat if anyone wants to. I have a free gift of 5 tips to creating a life you love. And that's in the chat. So thank you so much. And I'm going to enjoy the rest of the speakers.
Thank you so much. I enjoy every time I hear that story. It's as if I still have heard it for the first time. So I am
great.
definitely, because I know how sometimes you have to stop for a moment. And when you stop, you have to kind of glean from God,
Right.
something to just get you out of, if you're stumped, to get you moving forward or give you some sort of idea or energize you or something like that. So I'm telling you, just keep telling the story. Don't stop telling the story.
All right,
Somebody
great.
needs to know that God, he's the same God today.
Right.
We're not preaching, but we're
Right.
just letting you know that regardless of where you
Go ahead and preach.
Yes, preach it.
regardless of where you are, there's always somebody that's 24/7. When people stop answering the phone, you dial in and they look over at the phone. Oh, I ain't got time right now. Well, that may be the very moment that you need them. At that very moment, something is going on in your life that you need to talk to somebody. You need to lean on somebody. But guess what? They're just too busy. But thank God that there's somebody that not only can we lean on, but we can lay on. Okay. When it really, really gets tough, we can lay on him and he's got all the answers.
You take the wheel, God, you take the wheel.
That's it. Because the saying is this, okay? You have to be careful who gets in your car. Do not let
Yes.
the devil ride, because if you let him ride, next thing you'll know, he's gonna drive, okay?
Yeah,
And
good
there's
point.
nothing good about where he's gonna drive you to. So we have to
Right.
really, really be careful. So I
Yeah.
want to take a quick snapshot of everybody. So put your best smile on. Let me get rid of the chat box here. And I always want to, all right, Dr. Rogers, give me that smile, girlfriend. Yeah, I know. One more time. All right. Now, can you give me a big, take your mic to unmute yourself. And I want you to say hello.
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 Hi, blessings.
There you go. All righty then.
Hi.
All right, so we won't delay any longer. Our next speaker coming up is Dr. Lotus Rich. Okay. And I think I've already made you co-host so you can show your slides.
Fantastic, and thank you so much. I appreciate it. Hello, ladies. How you doing today?
Great.
I can't hear you. Hello, ladies.
Great.
How you doing
Doing
today? You're
great.
supposed to be women
We are
of
doing
influence.
amazing.
Let's go.
Fabulous.
All right, all right, all right.
Influence people through our positive energy. First, I want to say thank you to Pastor Dorothy Mae Ross for doing all that you do all the time. And so from time to time, you may see me looking over here and you may see me looking over there. I started to go live with this, but I didn't. I had her permission, but I didn't want to do it without asking people first. Okay. So my thing is it'll be in Roku and Apple TV and all that, but maybe Pastor Dorothy can send it to me later. But
Hey,
anyway,
do what you gotta do. You wanna show it, go ahead. Anybody that doesn't want to be on TV, then go behind your cameras and we'll just see your name. You want to share.
all right, so I can go live right here
Go.
from where we're at. I'll go live right here on YouTube. So give me a second. I'm going to go ahead and promote this. Hey folks, this is your girl, Dr. Lotus Rashay, and I'm here with the women of influence. Being a woman of influence, it is not always easy. You see my mother's button, that was my woman of influence. But today I'm in the room with so many amazing women. I am in here. The person that hosted this room is none other than Pastor Dorothy Mae Ross, and she's got a gamut of women right here. And so what I'm going to do, I'm not going to tell it all to you. I'm going to let you see it. You see that right there? This is none other than the fabulous Camille Robb. We have Betsy Miller. We have Andrea Van Horn. We have Dr. Kelly Curley. We have Dr. Pat Rogers. We have Shirley Murphy, all the way from Nigeria, Africa. And we have the digital marketing specialist herself. Throw up your hands, let them see you, young lady. And then we have Carolyn Phillips, and we have Audrey S. Arby, whoop, whoop, and Carolyn Pickington. Make sure I say it right. If I don't, let me know, because it's time to ignite and take flight. Charlene, Miss Charlene Sparks is definitely a woman of vision. Ruth Ann Warnick, how you doing, lady? And Rita Thomas is here with us today from Automation Nation, and Jackie Freeman is here, and Sharon Fan, just to say a few. And so right now we're going to talk about dynamic global branding. And so I'm gonna hold my phone like this because I want to make sure everybody see me. Somebody go to my page, go to Lotus Rashay, and make sure we streaming live, because I know we streaming live, but I want everybody to see what's going on. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna put it right in front of my television. I've got a huge television up here that I want, and I hope that you guys can see. And matter of fact, let me see what I can do. It had me return around my camera. That's what happens when you're doing business. Okay, so let me tag somebody. Go to my page, everybody. Come on. I only got about 13 minutes left. Come on, everybody, share this out to everybody that you know. All the women of influence here, we are sharing this out to you. Tag a friend, tell them to come on in, and don't forget, share it to a frenemy too, because your frenemies need to know what's going on and how to be dynamic women of influence as well. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn this around so everybody can see. You see these lovely ladies right here? You see these lovely ladies? So I'm gonna hold this up. I'm gonna do double duty right here so you can see this. If you haven't joined us, go to Eventbrite. Go to Eventbrite and look up what becoming a woman of influence. So I'm going right here to the beginning of my presentation in 1 quick minute. And thank you so much, Pastor Ross, for allowing me to share my presentation. So I'm going to make my presentation come right up here on the screen. I hope you all can see it. Can everybody see my presentation? Everybody can see it. Okay,
Yes.
now I can
Yes.
do that. And then I'm gonna move this up and we're gonna start right from the beginning. So most recently, I had the wonderful pleasure to present my dynamic global branding in front of over 10 million people worldwide. And so dynamic global branding is something that is unequivocal. We need to know. We need to know what dynamic global branding is. So I'm going to hit from the beginning and let you see it. But I'm going to go this route. I think it's kind of different from what you're seeing there on your screen, but it's okay. We're going to show it just like this because we don't have time to waste. So dynamic global branding, let's talk about what it is. What is dynamic global branding? And this is an interactive connection that I'm making here with you ladies today. What is dynamic global branding? Fabulous Camille, Rob, what do you think dynamic global branding is before I give out the information on what it is?
To make sure that you're seen, heard, and be followed by everyone in the world.
Exactly. People need to hear you. People need to see you. People need to know how you're out, how you get out there. Visibility strategist, pastor. Should I say pastor? No, I want to say Dr. Patricia Ross. Why is having visibility so important when it comes to dynamic global branding?
Oh, wow. That's a good question. Why is visibility so important when it comes to dynamic global branding? Because branding is about being seen and heard, getting our name out so that people will know what we have to offer them that will allow them to have a fulfilling life and, of course, lifestyle.
Awesome. I love it. And so that's spot on. So the next thing that we have here, and it should just go right over, and it's going right over on my television, I think. Here we go. The next thing is, what is global branding, what it is and what it's not. Let me tell you, global branding is not just your t-shirt. It's not just your slogan. It's not just your hairdo. It's the feeling that people get when they hear from you. Okay, it's the feeling that they feel when they hear your name, when they see things that represent your brand. Okay, so let's start that. It's not just your business card, it's a full package. Okay, so it's a daily thing that you've got to do to get your business out there. And that's just the really easy part that I want to tell you. So meeting the global challenges is what every business has to do to have dynamic global branding. Okay, so many of you have already talked a little bit about what I'm saying. And you know why I say that is because each and every one of you got up here and you represented your brand. You told people who you are, you told people what you do, and you told people how to do it. You build your marketing, you build your sales organization in such a dynamic way that people don't have to look far and wide. How many people can say this with me? Googleable. Can y'all say that? Googleable.
Googleable.
Googleable. Come on, Googleable.
Googleable.
If you're
Googleable.
Googleable, that's a
Googleable.
great start.
Google.
Many of us that are over 30, well, none of us in this room, right? Many of us over 30 may feel that we have challenges when it comes to tech, but guess what? Every woman here is a woman of influence, and we are on tech, and so are you if you're watching this broadcast. So I want to say, don't be afraid of tech. Moving away from traditional marketing to digital marketing and marketing analytics is great, and you have to understand your marketing analytics. And just refrain from taking shortcuts. Stop trying to get something for nothing and develop brand alliance. And that's one of the things these amazing women that I'm here with today, women of influence, do. We have brand alliance. We show up, we show out, just like our friend, Miss Charlene Sparks says. Miss Charlene, tell us why we need to show up and step out, and tell us the name of your book.
All right. Thank you, Dr. Lotus. Yes, we need to show up and show out. It is all about being visible. Dr. Patricia Rogers, yes, it is all about getting your brand out there. My book is called Step Up, Step Out, and Reclaim, and overcoming whatever obstacles is preventing you from getting out there. Thank you.
You're welcome. So we got to step up, we got to step out, and we got to reclaim. Why do we got to reclaim? Because sometimes we lose connections with clients that we've had. And sometimes we don't know if it's something maybe we did or something they did, or maybe they didn't have the money, or we couldn't connect with them the way we needed to connect with them. But we got to reclaim what we had and also claim what we want. I think Pastor Dorothy said it most brilliantly. God already knows what God has for us, but sometimes even in God knowing what God has for us, we don't see the forest for the trees, and sometimes we step into our own way. And so today I want to say, get out of your way and get into dynamic global branding. Guess what?
Yes.
It gets you noticed by more people. It helps you to become cross-cultural, meaning not just to do business here in the United States, not just to do business with other Caucasians or other African Americans, but do business with people all around the world. Really drench yourself in other cultures. It also opens strategic playing field for you, not just to do business in one field. And then guess what? It helps you to become cross-generational. You have got to move into other generations to help you. So let's talk about global brands. Look at McDonald's, Elon Musk, the Olympics, Coco Chanel, Nike, Apple, Amazon, Beyonce, and the list goes on. All of them push their brands globally, dynamically, because they're not afraid to connect with people. And so I'm going to stop my screen right there, because the rest of you that's viewing us, I want you to see these ladies. These are ladies of influence. And if you're ready to be a lady or a man of influence, it's time for you to do dynamic global branding for your brand. It's time for you to connect with the women right here on this panel that you see. And guess what? I double dog dare you. I'll say it again. I double dog dare you to connect with all of the ladies right here on this panel, because dynamic global branding is something that you must do. And the way you do it is to connect with people who want to connect with you. Connect with entrepreneurs who are ready to buy your products. They're not going to give you lip service. They're not going to give you a reason why they can't come to your webinar, why they can't come to your conference, why they can't buy your book. They're not going to do that. They're going to say, where is your book at? Oh, it's on Amazon. Oh, your book's not on Amazon. I've got to send you a request directly. Before you get off the phone with them or before you walk away, they've already got their phone looking at how they can connect with you. Am I right, ladies? If I'm right, throw up your hands. Woo, woo. We're not going to give you an excuse. I remember this story when I first met Patricia Rogers. She said, you know, if you want to support me, go ahead and buy my ticket. And what happened?
You bought a ticket.
That's right. You know why? Because I said, oh, she don't know me. I'm not like the rest. I am the best. And I'm going to buy that ticket because I'm not settling for less. And I implore you, don't settle. You don't have to know everything about business. You don't have to be perfect, but you have to get started to be in business, to be on the road to success. You're going to make some mistakes and learn from them. I always tell people, note takers are money makers. I saw somebody in the chat say, hey, I don't have my notebook and my pen, it's in another room, but I want to connect with all of you. So if you don't have your notepad and you don't have your paper, don't let that stop you. Still connect. So here's what I'm going to say. Global, dynamic global branding is only a piece of the pie. But the essential piece is you. Here's the question. Write this down. Write this down. What am I doing today? What am I doing today for my brand? What am I doing today for my brand that will move me closer to where I want to go? Letter A, I'm calling someone today to tell them about my business. You don't have to have a card. If you don't have a card, it's okay. If you don't have a website yet, it's okay. But you got to speak your business into existence. Lady, you agree? Whoop, whoop! You got to talk about it. Make that call. Call somebody today. Tell them about your business. The next thing you can do to move in the right direction is get a coach. How many of you on here are coaches? Hold your hands up. How many are therapists? How many are authors? How many are creators? All these women of influence are creators because we're creating history right now. So connect with someone who has your vested interest, who understands the dynamic of business, how it works, and who's not willing to hold back things from you that you need to know. How many of you have gone to a person who's just, they're killing it in the game, and you're wondering, how are they making all this money? How are they going here? How are they going there? And you ask them, can you tell me how you did it? And they have an excuse, or they want you to pay for knowledge. And it's okay to pay for knowledge, but they give you an excuse. A lot of people, huh? If that person gives you an excuse, look, there's the digital marketing queen herself right there. Look at Carol, she's there right there. Look at Alexandria, connect with one of these women. Look at Shirley Murphy. She is doing dynamic things globally and especially in Nigeria. And if you are fed up and just full of not wanting to deal with people that don't want to deal with you, call Fabulous. And you can always call Dr. Lotus Rashay. So I hope you wrote that down. The other tip that I want to leave with you is this. If you never get started on your dream, you're going to continue to make someone else's dream come true. And the worth of your dream will be lost in the graveyard, which is one of the richest places on the planet. I dare you to dare yourself to make one step in the right direction by connecting with women of influence. Connect with Pastor Dorothy May Ross. Connect with Dr. Lotus Rashay. Connect with all these women on the panel. And if you do this for yourself, the Most High will help lay the foundation for your future. So I want to thank you, Pastor Dorothy May Ross, for this amazing, incredible gathering of women of influence. I want to thank each and every one of you for giving me time. I only gave you 3 quick tips because you've had so many wonderful, wonderful things that have came from all these brilliant women to change and influence your life. And I hope you wrote them down, because note takers are money makers and note takers are change makers, but you'll never make any change if you don't write those notes and put them into action. So connect with me today on lotusrashayignites.com. Also connect with me on my website, www.lotusrashayignites.you. And don't forget to connect with me on Facebook. Look at me on Facebook, the Lotus Rashay Ignite Show, news you can use, bring who you are. Connect with me on LinkedIn. How many people got a LinkedIn? How many people got a LinkedIn? Are you connected with me on LinkedIn? Is this the first time you ever heard about me? If this is the first time you ever heard about me, it's my fault. So I got to get to know you and you got to get to know me. Connect with me on LinkedIn. And I double dog dare you, each and every one of you. We have 20 women up here. I should have 20 follows on LinkedIn today. I should have 20 follows on YouTube today. I should have 20 follows on Facebook today. I should have 20 follows on Alignable today. And guess what? Each and every one of you should also have 22. So thank you again, everyone, for sharing your time space with me. And again, thank you, Pastor Dorothy Mae Ross.
You are so welcome. Okay, you got it really stirred up. Now, what we're gonna do, because this is a paid event, we're gonna stop sharing, Dr. Lotus. I didn't have a problem with us sharing your section of it, because I know you're gonna share it anyway when you get your talk back. So that's cool, but we're gonna stop sharing. And I just want to say one thing about what you said. You're so right that everybody should be taking notes. I mean, I wrote something down from something that everybody said, okay, even from the meditation that we were doing. And what Lotus shared was, she said, tell someone about your business, okay? So in conversation, in the store, wherever you go, do you tell people standing in line what you do? I'm always messing with somebody when I go to the store. So I'm definitely always sharing. Then she said, get a coach, somebody that's going to take you to where it is you need to go, but somebody that's also going to motivate you and tell you the truth. That's what you got to do. Then she said, connect with a connector. Everybody on this platform is connected to somebody or something, okay? So there's no reason that we should not be connector. You say you need a graphic designer, Nimra's here, great graphic designer, she can put together anything that you want. You need some makeup, not makeup, but facial cleansers and stuff, and maybe a little makeup too. We got Betsy Miller here. Nobody here that says that they're a coach should be without Legal Shield. I'm telling you, the way our world is today, they will sue you just because you took your shoe off and your sock was smelling. I'm telling you, you gotta be careful, okay? And nonprofit, caregivers or what have you want support, they're here. Charlene is here. Rita is here to help you with your CR, whatever that thing is. You know what I'm talking about. Terry Lynn is here. MailChimp. I know MailChimp well, but Rita does Keep, I think it is. You don't know how to show up on social media, got a problem talking on Facebook and what have you, there is Dr. Rogers. Even though I'm a pastor, even though I stand before people in church and I speak, it's a whole nother thing to be on Facebook and other places, on Zoom or what have you, because I'm out of my content. So out of my content. I'm not trying to sell you. I'm telling you to connect with the women. If you need something, then you need to connect. Our next speaker is the wonderful, gorgeous Terry Phillips. Come on down, Terry.
Thank you so much, Pastor Dorothy. It's an honor to be here. And it's an honor to be with all you great, beautiful ladies. I have learned so much from you today. It has been a total treat. I want to come to you. First of all, let me tell you how to find me. Find me on divaterrylynspeaks.com. Contact me there. Listen to my podcast there. Get my free resource there. divaterrylynspeaks.com. And I'm always speaking on my favorite subject, chaos. For me, chaos means creating habits and outstanding success. If you listen to my podcast, you'll see. Can't hear me?
Yes.
You can hear me?
Yeah, just speak up louder.
Okay. If you listen to my podcast, is that good?
Good.
I was a cheerleader, so I can speak up.
All right.
You're just a little bit low.
Yeah. If you listen to my podcast, you see that I identify the habits that people create from chaos to contribute to their outstanding success. The very first time that I had chaos, I was in a homeless shelter. I had ended up homeless and hungry as a new mother, a brand new mother. My baby was 3 months old, and I found myself in a Volkswagen Bug with snow up to the door with 50 cents in my hand. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 cents. And I had to decide whether I was going to keep the car warm or if I was going to feed me. Now, you mothers know I had to keep the car warm for the baby, and I had to quell my hunger. I ended up in a shelter, but that situation, that chaotic situation, through depression and sitting around thinking about how did I get into this, made me start seeking answers. And in the shelter, my answer was community. We cannot do any of this alone. We need community. Like-minded individuals, such as this great event has brought to light. Thank you, Pastor Dorothy. We need like-minded individuals that will push us through, that will give us accountability, that will give us resources, that will give us motivation, inspiration, and support. I want to say to you, let your chaos contribute to your outstanding success. But I want you to think about the last few times that you really had chaos and the lessons that you learned in that chaos that are now habits that are contributing to your success over and over again. My first podcast, I don't know if you've heard of her, AJ Austin, she certifies life coaches in a day, 24-hour period. And on that podcast, I pointed out to her that the chaos that she had with getting a divorce, her mother passing, and being homeless all on the same day, she never lost her faith. Now, I know I got me some faith people here. I know I got me some faith people here. Never lose your faith. And she never lost her faith. Can you imagine? Losing a job, divorce, losing your mother, and homeless all in the same day. She never lost her faith. My chaos, I learned to create community along the way. Now I'm bringing you this message to try to inspire you to stay in contact with the people that you meet, the people that you love. Don't forget to tell them you love them. Tomorrow's not promised. Don't forget. And one of the best ways to stay in touch with love, family, friends, and especially business, like-minded individuals is through automation. As an automation specialist, I have found over and over again that I can organize contacts, put them in a CRM, and everybody has a different CRM, the one that meets your needs the best, and set them up so that I stay in contact with them. I also found that with a CRM, it can remind me that, oh, I haven't talked to that person in a while. Let me find out what's going on with them. Let me find how I can help push them forward. As a virtual assistant for over 40 years, my greatest reward is seeing your greatest reward happen. Seeing your life, your love, and your business just flourish because you stayed in touch, you stayed with your community, and you have inspired others. As Dr. Lotus Ritchie has inspired us so heavenly with global branding, a message that is so important. Thank you so much, Dr. Ritchie. Global branding. And we're not just talking about strangers. How many of us have family all over the place? Stay in touch. If you want to get in touch with me, go to drterrylynspeaks.com. Am I out of time? You know,
You are on target. You just hit the mark. You just hit the mark.
You gotta keep track of me, Dorothy. You gotta keep track.
That's okay. What I want to do is Dr. Lotus and Dr. Patricia Rogers, I want to ask you to record this section for me. And then I want you to turn it into, I know Dr. Lotus can turn it into a commercial, and Dr. Rogers can post, she's a visibility, let me know what it'll cost. And we're going to turn this portion into a commercial. Okay. So we're going to go around the board. I'm going to call out your name. Now you're going to give your name, tell us the name of your business. Okay. And how we can contact you. All right. So that is what I would love to do. So if you don't mind, I got to go to gallery view so I can see
Pardon me.
everyone.
Pardon me.
Yes,
You guys
ma'am.
have authority to record, so just go up in the top right corner, 3 dots, click, scroll down, and just give us the authority to record.
Okay, I gave it to you. I gave it to Dr. Rogers.
Mine is saying that I'm already recording when I clicked on it to record, so I'm gonna leave it alone.
Okay, that's fine.
I think I'm good. I don't know how, but God
You're
is
fine.
He's in the plan. So
all right, so we're good. We're good. So we're gonna run around the room and we're gonna let's go to Rita Thomas first. So if you guys can do your spotlight or speaker, I'm gonna stay in gallery view. So Nemwin, if you can do the same thing, go to speaker view, so you only have them as they're talking. That would be awesome. So Rita Thomas, you're up first. So tell us who you are, tell us the name of your business, and in 15 seconds you can share something else. We're gonna make it really 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 people, and we got 10 minutes. So 30 seconds, okay?
All right.
So, all right, go.
I'm Rita Thomas, and my company is Rita Thomas Enterprises. I help business owners automate tasks so you can get more done, make more money, and have less stress.
Woo-hoo! That'll work. All right, Ruth Ann, you're up.
Hi, I'm Ruth Ann Warnick with Capture the Journey, and I help families make sure that they capture and preserve their family stories and experiences and honor, value, and connect the generations of their family. We reached at ruthann@capturethejourney.com or my website, capturethejourney.com.
All righty. Hey, Rita, did you tell us your email address?
Actually, no, I didn't get to say that. So it's info@ritathomasenterprises.com.
All righty. All right, Charlene Sparks, you're up.
hello. Hi, my name is Charlene Sparks. I am the founder for Women with Vision out of North Carolina. And you can contact me at wovision12@gmail.com or www.vinc.org. And our goal is to always embrace, empower, and elevate women and caregivers all over the world to be the best version of themselves.
Thank you.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
You're up, Carol.
Thank you. My name is Carol Pilkington, and I'm a spiritual teacher and counselor. I work with people that are going through anxiety, and you can reach me at www.carolpilkington.com/contact. Thank you.
Alexandra.
Hi, I'm Alexandra Van Horn. I'm the owner of Live Well Long. My website is avhcoaching.com, and you can reach me at alex@avhcoaching.com. And I am a transformational life coach, helping people create a life they love.
Okay, Andrea. Yes, you're muted.
Okay, I don't see myself. Should I have a picture?
That's okay, just talk.
Okay, hi, my name is Audrey Arby, Audrye. I am the Transformational Catalyst, now called the Transformational Goddess of Light. I facilitate anyone to get from wherever they are to the next highest level, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and physically. You can find me at Audrey Now, AudryeNow.com, or call me at 917-494-0628. Also, audreynow@gmail.com.
Right, Betsy
Thank you.
Miller.
Hi, I'm Betsy Miller. I'm your go-to skincare expert. You can reach me at 907-750-1995. My website is lavishlooks.myrndf.com.
Wonderful. Terry Lynn.
Lavish Looks.
Hi, I'm Terry Lynn Phillips. You can contact me at divaterrylynspeaks.com and hit contact me. I'm a virtual assistant, an automation specialist, a bookkeeper, a motivational speaker, business consultant, and life coach. You can tell I've been busy over this last 40 years, serving you in whatever area I could possibly help, from grunge work to motivation. Contact me at www.divaterrylynspeaks.com and get your free resource.
Fabulous Camille Rod. Passing. Okay. All right. So Dr. Kelly stepped away for a second. And all right, Dr. Rogers, you're up. Muted.
Wow, I was on the road too. Okay, I'm Dr. Patricia Rogers, CEO of Unity and Service, and I'm the visibility strategist. And what I do is I show you how to make an impact when you show up on social media. Our zone of genius is hosting events, giving you opportunity to speak and sell from our platforms. You can contact me at patrogers360.com.
Dr. Kelly Gurley.
Hi there. Thanks again for having me on. So my company is called ISO Life Coaching, and ISO stands for I Serve Others, as I mentioned in my talk. And I am a career and life coach, and I help people live that limitless life by us using very strong neuroscience methodologies to help retrain our brain to create and reduce any of the walls that we have in our lives, or to help reduce any of the barriers that we have in our lives. So you can go ahead and reach me on isolifecoaching.com. And you can follow me on Instagram or Twitter or Facebook at ISO Life Coaching or Dr. Kelly Gurley.
Great. Dr. Lotus Roche.
Thank you so much. Hello, my name is Dr. Lotus Roche. I'm the CEO of Lotus Roche Coaching and Consulting LLC and LRI Technologies, your one-stop shop for anything social media, where we help you increase your revenue and raise your connectivity all around the world. You can reach me at www.lotusrocheignitesyou.com. Also, give us a call at 1-855-544-4574 and help yourself ignite and take flight in every area of your business life. Thank you.
Nemwin, unmute yourself.
Hello, my name is Nimra. I think gallery we put me.
You're good. You just need to talk.
Yeah, okay. My name is Nimra. My company name is Nimwin Digital Marketing LLC. So I am adding the beauty for your business, and I'm taking your business to the next level. So if you want to contact me, you can contact at www.nimra. You can search any social media network, just typing www.nimra. And if you want to reach me, please email to me, nimwindigitalmarketing@gmail.com. Thank you so much.
Lawana Bradford, are you there?
Lawana.
We'll come Hello, back. Everyone. Yes, I am here. This has been amazing. I'm Lawana Bradford, also known as the Connector and CEO of the Bradford Group and the Bradford Group Consulting. And our goal is to help both big business and small businesses navigate through the ever-changing environment in order to achieve their success with their strategic vision and focus. And we also connect individuals to the finances that they need to expand their portfolio. You can reach me at bradfordgroupmtg.com. That's bradfordgroupmtg.com. Or feel free to reach me directly at 678-428-5589. I'm Lawana Bradford with the Bradford Group, where we're making a difference. Thank you so much.
So welcome. And then Shirley Murphy, and I think that's it. Shirley Murphy, are you there? I guess maybe she stepped, I know she came on.
Oh, hey, sorry about that. Now I have something else at noon, but I did forget to call you. So sorry.
Okay. All right. So that's going to conclude our meeting. We are top of the hour. We got two whole minutes left. Thank you everyone for coming. And I'm just glad that you guys were here. You know, like I said this morning, I had about a total of 55 people for the event. And you guys showed up. So I guess you're the guys that are supposed to be here. So I want to thank you again. And I will be talking to everyone soon, especially you, Dr. Kelly, and Terry Lynn Phillip, and Betsy Miller. We got some stuff to talk about. So I am looking forward to that. I will be sending you a text. Dr. Kelly, when are you back at home?
I'll be heading back home tomorrow. So I'll be in beautiful Boston tomorrow.
All right. All right. So I'll catch you over the next week. Yes. I know. Oh yeah, I'm coming back to that before I let you go. That's why I said we got 2 minutes left. So anyone that has something coming up, because I have an event coming up September the 23rd called Celebrating Women of Influence, where We will be talking about the women that have influenced us in our life. And I will actually be celebrating some fantastic women who have made a difference in my life and probably in yours as well. So please, one of the things I do want to say to everyone, and I'm going to put it into the rest of the messaging groups, is that the tickets are only $10, so they're pretty cheap, okay?
Oh,
That's as cheap as I've ever had events for. So let us support each other. Even if you're busy and you can't get to the event, buy the ticket and get the replay. You know, it's all about supporting. Don't expect for me to support you when you won't support me. You want me to show up at your events. You want me to show up whenever you do talks on Facebook. You want me to come into your group or what have you, but you're not supporting me. No, you can't be with me 365 days of the year, but I know you can be with me at least once a year. Okay. So if I'm contributing to you and I find out that you can't contribute to me, guess what? I'm out of here. I'm gone. Okay. So I'm just sorry. That's just me. Dr. Rogers, you got something that you want to add in? Come on aboard.
Yes, I just want to say ditto to what you just said. Support community. Shirley already spoke. Somebody spoke about community. It's very essential. And branding, definitely, Dr. Lotus, that's how we brand ourselves. And I just want to say that, first of all, thank you so much for this awesome event. I came in with intention, and everybody that said something gave me great nuggets. I'm in a space where I needed this energy today because everybody has challenges. How about that? Give me some energy. Come on.
Absolutely.
Come on. And with that, Dr. Ross, I'm just proud of you. I'm super proud of you. You see, I jumped on there with you this morning because I was fired up for this event. You know, I came looking for something and I found it. It's not in the number of people that come. It's not about how many. It's about what do you have to give. And we showed up today. And for that, I just want to, on behalf of this event, I'm hosting my final event for the year on October the 29th. It'll be a 5-hour event, I think 5 or 6, somewhere in there. And everybody on here, put your email in the chat, whether you come or not. Somebody said it today, you got to give. Giving is a part of success. I'm giving you all a complimentary ticket on October the 29th. Help us go out with a bang this year. That'll be our 6th event. Pastor Dorothy, I hope will be our co-host. I haven't spoken to her yet. But I'm just saying out of faith, because we're moving, people. We're moving, and we're not going to let anything stop us. And thank you, ladies, for your message today, because I needed every word.
Okay,
Thank
ladies.
you. Thank you.
If you guys want, if you want the free ticket, just put your email, nothing else. Put your email in the chat now, because I'm going to copy the chat after we finish. You know, if you can't be there, then give the ticket to someone else. You know, somebody, there's always somebody. I know a lot of people in business that really need to be here that I will be sending a video over to just show them that, hey, look, there are other people that are willing to help you, and everybody's not about taking your last dollar or your last dime, you know?
Thank you for doing this, Pastor Dorothy. Thank you, ladies. You guys are all wonderful. And this, you're so right. This, you know, community in any sense, we can't do it alone, you know, and that's one of the things I love about Rhodian and Fields. I love about WPN. I never would have been connected with Pastor Dorothy had it not been for Rhodian and Fields and then WPN. So community is key. God bless you all.
God bless you. If that's it, if you put your information in and you're ready to go, then you can click off and see you later.
I have something tomorrow. It's free. If I can share, it's a free workshop online. May I share?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay. It's a free workshop, Create a Life You Love. And it's at 10:30 a.m. Eastern tomorrow morning. So if you email me at alex@avhcoaching.com, I'll get you the Zoom link.
Okay, would you also go into Porch Talk Live Worldwide and post it there as well?
Yeah, sure, absolutely.
Okay, I would appreciate if you post it in there, then I'm sure some of the ladies will definitely show up.
Okay,
So
great.
Pastor
I guess,
Dorothy, I'm having an event on August 9th at 7:30 at night. You want me to post that in Porch Talk Live too?
yeah, please.
It's a
please
free
do.
event just to come and learn about Radiant Fields and the skincare and the business and the ladies behind it. So
That would
yes.
be awesome. Anybody else got something coming up?
How about the Vision Tribe too?
I
Oh,
wanted
the
to
vision. Yeah,
share.
you can post in the Vision Tribe as well. That's something that I forget right before Lotus. Give me a second. The Vision Tribe is a new group that I started for anyone that wants to come in. As far as coaches are concerned, you have to be able to share a free workshop. Okay. Now this is just beta because it's going to turn into a paid Facebook group after a while. Okay. I don't know exactly when I'm going to do it, but every coach that comes into the group, I'm asking you to please do a free workshop at some point. I'm waiting on Terry Lynn to do her MailChimp free event in the group. All you got to do is once you're in the group, every day, just post it a day or two ahead of time so we know that you're doing a free event in the group, the Vision Tribe. And what I will do is I will make sure that I show up, and you can just go live in the group itself and then collect your own event out of it and share it wherever you want to share it at.
Cool.
Okay.
Is that Vision Tribe live now? Is that something?
The Vision Tribe.
The Vision Tribe.
The Vision Tribe. Yeah.
Awesome.
All righty. Anyone else before we leave?
Yes.
Sarah?
I have an
Okay.
event.
Go ahead.
Creating Joyful Relationships. It's free and donation based. Go and register. It's in the chat. Pick up the recordings and also join live starting August 11th.
Okay, wonderful, wonderful.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop.
All right.
So,
Did I miss something?
no, you know how we do. Whoop,
We're
whoop.
just loving the
Oh.
whoops. We're just loving the whoops.
All right. And then lastly, Dr. Lotus, I know you had something that you wanted to say.
Yes, a couple quick things. Next month, I'll be in the Mental Real Estate Conference in Kansas. So for those of you that would like to join, I think it's going to be a hybrid. So don't hesitate. Go to Mental Real Estate to Dr. Michael Freeland's page. You'll see I'm going to be one of the speakers there. He has a plethora of amazing speakers. And then don't forget to also join us with the Women of Vision. I'm not going to say too much for that because I think Miss Charlene Sparks is going to speak on that. And then please do join us for the Humanitarian Icon Bootcamp. This is going to be a hybrid as well, but we are going to be live in the UK October 20th through the 24th, and then I'll be back in London, England for a global speakers event in London, England. And for those of you that are speakers and you want to join me in London in January, make sure you connect with me. It is a pay-to-play stage, and we have some of the top speakers on the planet. And I'll just throw out a couple of names. I'm not saying that they're going to be here, but I want to let you know the type of speakers we're going to have. So speakers like Anthony Robbins, Les Brown, and speakers like that. And if you are a speaker and you want to come and speak on this platform, connect with me and I'll make sure that I see you in London. So, the last thing is please, please, please don't forget to connect with me and grab my new book. Those of you that are here, make sure you share this. Harnessing Your Thoughts, Take the Reins, Control Your Life, and Win. That's my new book. It'll be out on Amazon come next month. So thank you for letting me share, Pastor.
So welcome. So
Yes.
welcome.
Awesome.
All righty.
Good stuff.
Hey, I did put in the chat the link for November. We are having a health and wellness retreat and the caregiver gala event for
Oh, nice.
2022. It's in November and it is going to be amazing. All of you all are welcome to come to North Carolina on November 3rd through the 5th. And there's a link there to tell you a little bit about it, and it's growing. So we would love to have you.
Awesome.
Awesome. Good, good, good. All right, ladies, as usual, it's always good to connect with you guys. So Rita, when do you got the membership? So when does that end? The special
July 31st, it'll still be $25. On Monday, August 1st, it goes to $47.
Okay.
And then on September 1st, it goes to $97, and that's the regular price.
Okay.
So you can pay 75% right now.
All right, so it's $25 now to join. And okay.
That stays the whole time you're a member. It's not going to go up for you. You stay at 25.
Awesome. That's great.
Okay, and that's for the keep, right?
No, that's for
What is that for?
my Automation Nation. That's the video library and the office hours that I do every month. And you can email me questions, and there's the LinkedIn group.
Okay. Okay. All right. All right. That works for me. All right. That'll do. All right. So I will see you ladies, hopefully September the 23rd. I think that's the next paid event that I heard, $10. And I'll see you there. So you guys have a great rest of the weekend. Please let me know, Dr. Rogers, Dr. Lotus, about the videos, okay? About the commercial. All right. Bye-bye, ladies. See you next time.
Thank you.
Thank you again.
Awesome. Awesome.
Thank you.
Congrats, Dr. Dorothy. It was phenomenal. Thank you so much.
It was excellent.
You know,
It was
you're welcome.
excellent.
Yes. Nim, hold on before you run away. Camille, hold on before you run away.
I'll sign off. It was great seeing everybody.
All right, then.
See you again
later,
soon.
This was
Alexandra.
super.
Yes, see you again soon.
This was incredible.
Yes.
Absolutely. So basically, so Nim, well, let's go to Camille first. So Camille Robs. So how are you doing, young lady, first?
Blessed.
Okay.
Doing
so-
very well.
Okay, you're okay. Nim, what time is it there?
12:48 a.m.
Okay, you got up real early. Okay, okay.
No, no
okay.
problem. Normally I'm
Okay. All righty. Okay. So I need to, Camille, me and you got to get together and have a conversation.
Okay.
And let me know. I'm thinking about getting away for a few days, maybe 3 days or so. So let me know when your schedule is open, and then I'm going to book something to come to Florida. Okay. So I know now I'm not coming to stay with you. So you got to tell me where there's a hotel close around, because I like to get up when I want to get up and lay down when I want to lay down, or whatever. Okay.
Okay.
So you just have to let me know. Nim, so as far as I want to start to kind of boost the Vision Tribe. And start, what I need from you is I need like a post for 7 days. You know, it can be basically, I think you started on it, but we never did finish it. I just wanted, it can be different. Like, let's say like the backdrop, okay? So like the dark purple backdrop is here, right? But then you kind of change the design of it, you know, so, and I need 7 of them, because what I want to do is like on a
template, right? The 7 colors.
Yeah.
You need to just put the contents and go post that.
Yeah, well, I'll work with you on that so that it actually looks really good, you know, and it doesn't look like a newbie did it, you know, a kid with crayons. I don't want it to look like that. I want it to look decent. So if you can work on that for me, that'll be great. And I got your thing back the video. So let me ask you a question. I think it's what, seven of those videos. So over time,
Audios, right?
audio,
Audios.
yeah. So how do we put those together to, I can give them to, Nancy is going to put something on the website for me. So I can give them to her to put on the website when they're ready. My question is what will they look like? You know, can we use what I sent you, or are you going to create something else different?
We can just put that audio, it mean together like a landing page or funnel, and then we can sell that to the people, like, you know, so we can create a funnel. If you have a website, we can create a funnel inside your the website, and then we can boost the ad inside the Facebook groups and everywhere. Then people can click that and purchase the audio list. And also we can just try to sell this the video on the Spotify, and as you said, the other one, I forget that name that you already. Yeah, so we
I
can.
forgot which one it is, but yeah. Well, we got into October because they don't have to be ready until October, so we got into October for that.
Yeah, because I have sent some after you say the sample today. So when you go through that, let me know. Then I know every audio that I need to just listen all and cut down that the particular about the name of the radio and contact number and the email.
Yeah, those basically it's four things in the audio, like you said. The email is no good anymore. The phone number is no good, so that can be cut out. The introduction for the platform that it was on, that's no good. And I think when you listen to the other ones, you'll see where I'll mention Pastor James Lattimore in the beginning. That's always in the beginning. You can take him out, any information. So it's like in the beginning, I talk about the platform and I introduce James Lattimore. You can take that out. And then on the end, I talk about the email and the phone number, and you can take that out. And then the rest of it is good because I don't see anything in between. So did you listen at the video? I mean, the audio.
Yeah, audio. Yeah. Last day I listened that I missed one part, right? So now I listen all twice. And I edited this because in some time you have telling again, please follow that radio and next episode and the book. So I need to listen. So one is I completely listen and done. So if you approve that, then I know the next time other all are correct. So other audio. So only you want to approve only one of these. So after that.
Okay.
I'll send you all put into the Google Drive and send it to you.
I'm gonna send it to Camille too, so Camille can listen at it. You know, so
yeah, so
you know that this thing is still recording. You never stopped it, right?
Oh, snap.